high grade artistry is.
This was something that was just an idea. Hey, what if? But the vision was already seen early. It just took a while for others to see it, you know? And it was nothing, the reason why it was a success, because it wasn't selfish. It encompassed everyone. It's just a place where you're welcome for being creative,
Art grade high street. High grade artistry. High grade artistry.
I'm saying high grade artistry.
The high grade artistry.
High grade artistry. High grade artistry.
High Grade Artistry Tour is a chance for us to take the art that we've been making here in Trenton and spread it outside the city, bring it to new places and new people, and just kind of cross-pollinate, you know?
It's a tour we've been building on for the past couple years. Sage Coalition is a diverse group, and this tour will basically promote what we've been doing here for the past few years to the broader public, basically outside of the Trenton area. We are a very diverse group of artists. We work very well together. Our chemistry, you can't even define it. And we just want to promote,
You know, bring what we've kind of established here, bring it to other places so that we can show it off, network with other people, learn from what other people are doing, bring people back to the Trenton art scene here, and just kind of spread the light, you know?
I connected with like minds outside of our own little network. You know?
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? We keep this up, keep spreading around, building with different people doing the same thing. We ain't alone in this. We alone. We feel like we're alone because we only ones doing the type of shit we doing back home. There's a lot of people around the fucking country doing the same thing. We go anywhere.
We got started in a warehouse in Trenton that was opened up to us by an artist who was working here at the time, and he just let various artists of different types, he let us come in and make our art in his space.
And that's when we started working together. That's where we realized our chemistry at the same time. It was pretty organic the way it happened. It wasn't like, you know, we got put together like a boy band or something. You know, it wasn't planned. It was like we were all in the same space using it for our different talents, and we realized the chemistry and how we work together and the fluidity of it.
I never let the meal get served without grace.
Heavenly Father, here your children come again today, as usual. We come before you, we humble ourselves, we grateful, we thankful for all that you've done, all that you do, and all that you're going to do in the future. Please bless those that have and those that have not. Bless those that know and those that do not know. Please give them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and help them grow as a human being the way you intended for them to grow. But just for today, we're coming before you asking you for grace over this food. Thank you for this food we're about to receive in Jesus' precious name, and treat everybody in the whole world the same. Amen.
Now that's on the real.
Art brings people back to the essence of what it is to be human and alive. When you're really passionate about something and you love it and it takes a physical form, that's art. Then that physical form can go and uplift somebody else's spirit and inspire them. You know, they say music is the universal language, but really it's all art. Art is something that everyone can understand on some level, although it's interpreted in different ways.
Well, in my opinion, if you have art around you, you always have wealth. And wealth, you know, as we know in this country, is the be-all and end-all. You have to have some type of wealth, either mental, physical, spiritual. It all plays a part. It's all about balance. So art affects literally your quality of life. The more art you have around you, the more wealth you have. Art is a great way to get people to connect, as long as you keep art at the center.
The neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a positive thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love it.
All right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I ain't love it. I wouldn't be out here, you know what I'm saying, eyeballing it down because, you know what I'm saying, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's a positive thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just for me, it's for the community. You know what I'm saying? So So everybody should take notice of this, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the change. That's it. You gotta start somewhere.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? By seeing this right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping everybody can learn from it.
Fine art is something that's confined to a gallery most of the time, and it takes high-end materials and facilities to create. Street art is something that's much more grassroots, much more accessible to people in general.
I just want to know your reaction to the artwork you see out here, you know?
I dug it, especially that Gandhi garden.
Yeah.
Shit hot.
Think it's like something good for the community, you know, for people to see?
Most definitely.
Again, I'll go back into just the diversity of the group. It's not just music, it's not just visual art, you know. It's that we work best with people who bring their best.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Eileen.
And Eileen, how did you hear about the Sage Coalition Gandhi Garden?
Through Isles. I volunteer with them sometimes and participate in some of their events, and they sent me an email and let me know that this was going to happen, so I came out to volunteer.
Excellent. Eileen, where are you from?
From Lawrenceville.
Lawrenceville, awesome. And what are you doing here right now?
I'm actually weeding a bit and trying to deadhead some of the blossoms so that they'll rebloom. It'll propagate more blossoms on the plant.
Excellent. And what do you think about community gardens and cool outdoor spaces like this?
I love them. Love them. It's excellent. It's both great for me and it's great for the people in the city. All around, it's a really wonderful thing. So.
Great. Eileen, thank you. Have a great time.
You too. Thanks.
And I think that's what makes us different is the fact that you can't categorize it. You know, it's not just hip hop. It's not just graffiti. It's not just metal fabricating. It's art. You know, what we do is very broad, even in the scope of the people we have involved. You know, so I think that's the one thing, you can't put a label on it. You know, people are going to call it whatever, but there's literally, in my opinion, from what I've seen this group does, there's nothing quite like it. There's never been this kind of fusion of it together on this level, because we've literally built an art scene from nothing. You know, unlike other cities who've had thriving scenes for the past half century, Trenton is a very unique place where, as far as the art scene as it stands today, it's still very young. I believe it's still in its infancy, and it's still a long way for it to go, but we're on a great track.
Going on the road takes money.
So I don't have any speedometer right now, so if anybody thinks we're going, shout it out.
All right.
We're very resourceful people. We find ways to get by, but at the same time, there's some costs that are just not going to be able to be avoided. We're going to need a vehicle. We're going to need supplies. Basically, it takes a lot of support.
We're going downtown, son. We're headed to Brooklyn. Yeah, Casso. We're headed to Brooklyn, son, with some theme music. Every good hero should have some. We got Casso going to Brooklyn.
We want to take this all over the country, possibly the world. Eventually the world, not even possibly, eventually the world. So we're crowdfunded to get the word out, to let people know that we're ready to come out, show the world what we have. And
we need a lot of supporters who feel that this is worthwhile. We need people who have seen our art and what we do and feel that it's something that needs to be spread out into the world.
I think you guys should be able to do it anywhere.
Yeah, like all over the country, right?
Everywhere. They say they call it graffiti. I don't call it graffiti. I think that's art. Because everybody can't do that.
When the art is gone, your heart is gone, the child inside you dies, and then the spark is gone. What you living for, a car, fam? You should be reaching for a star, fam. Understand, Tiger Woods don't want a par, fam.
High grade artistry.